Hi, welcome to Christy's Stampin' Spot. So I haven't posted too much this weekend. I was working on figuring out how to do multi-cameras. So hopefully at the end of the week, I'm thinking about trying something new on Friday morning, pajamas and coffee, and a card, and I'll have a different camera angle and a different setup. So that'll be fun. But oh my goodness, today is the last day of March. Which means it's the last day of celebration and the last day of my order special. So for my ordering special, if you order $50 from me for a ship, I will send you a pack of bling, either pearls or rhinestones. I think I might even have some champagne rhinestones as well that I might go into that mix and pull them out. And then for so you'd get 2 entries with $50 into my little drawing for the Ladybug host set and the dies. These super cute, fabulous set, and you can still get the dies because it's still coordination, even though the coordination ends today, the same celebration. So today is the last day that you can order these, but you can get them. You can order, when you order from me, you get a chance to win them. So that's exciting when you use the host code. So I have got the host code there, and it's all over my website. So it is the last day of celebration, which means it's the last day to get all the stuff. So our flowering foils is still available, and our silver vellum is on back order, but it's still available. So if you want that, you can go ahead and get that, and it'll just ship to you a little bit later, but it is still coming to the warehouse, so there's still that availability. So the only things that are actually sold out are our metallic baker's twine and the kerchief card kit and the honey specialty designer series paper. And then of course we have the coordination dies, and this also ends today. And the only one that's sold out is the birthday dies. But that means you can still get the Nature's Thoughts dies that match the Positive Thoughts stamp set that's in the mini catalog, as well as the Special Days dies. Oh my goodness. I mean, so this one's got the gorgeous little butterflies, and this one has, it cuts out the raccoon. This raccoon is so super cute, right? And the squirrel and the little mouse. The ladybug dies that match the Ladybug Hostess set, and the Sending Flowers, which we're actually going to use this one today. I'm not going to make a shaker card with it. Shaker cards and I don't always go well together. I don't know why. So I'm actually going to make one with this without making it a shaker card, which is super cute. And of course, this fabulous paper, the Pleases Punch Designer Series paper, so you can still get that. And this coordinates with our punches. It cut with the one small punch that you can get in the Celebration catalog, as well as the umbrella builder punch, and let's see, the tulip builder, and then the heart punch pack is what actually goes with that. But today is the last day to get these, guys. So these ones you can order, but this is the last day you can get them, as well as earn celebration stuff. And again, at the beginning of the week beginning of last week, we had our third. So if you had gotten everything in the catalog that you want, you can get these fabulous annual catalog stuff. I'm including the super cute butterfly duet punch, which I absolutely adore. So you can also get that stuff still available. But again, to earn the free stuff, though, that today is the last day to get your celebration free stuff, and to order the coordination product. Tomorrow is April 1st, and that means that you are able to get this Ornate Garden release stuff, the Ornate Garden suite, and that's pretty awesome. I mean, this stuff is pretty great, and I have a special that I will be putting out about that, with some PDFs. Oh my gosh, this is such a gorgeous suite, and this is one that's going to be in the new annual catalog that comes out in June, and it has 2 different bundles and DSP, and I've used this quite a bit, so you can go online and look at that, but it'll be available for you guys to purchase tomorrow. And then, of course, don't forget, April 10th, you have to get for your, the paper pumpkin. To make sure you get your April paper pumpkin, you have till April 10th. And then if you love paper pumpkin, but you also love celebration, you can always get a prepaid code in my online store for a 3, 6, or 12 month. And then you can qualify for celebration items. Like I always get the 12-month during celebration, and then I order a little bit more, so it's up to like 250. So I get all of those celebration items for free, which you know, maximize your crafting dollars, which I absolutely think is vitally important. And then of course, the end of celebration means it's also the end of our fabulous joining special. So if you're have a huge wish list and you want to get stuff at a discount, joining Stampin' Up! It's awesome. Like I love being able to get stuff early. But also, if you join today, the last day, you can get this super cute mini cutter. I mean, how super totes adorbs is this? It's so cute. Also, a free stamp set of your choice out of any of the animal catalogs, besides, of course, the Hostess or Celebration sets. But there's also a huge pack of DSP that includes celebration paper as well as annual catalog, or I think mini catalog stuff. It's a huge pack of paper. So, and that's on top of your already, you get $125 for $99. So you already get like a substantial amount good. And then there's free shipping. I mean, seriously, the free shipping in itself is a huge deal. And then of course there's also, at every purchase after that, you can get 20% off. So if you've got a huge wish list, joining Stampin' Up! Is awesome, and joining today is even better, as there's so much you can get. So if you're interested in joining Stampin' Up! And my Stampin' Lovelies team, I would love to have you. You know, definitely email me and PM me, and I will definitely send you some information. So today we're going to make this fun card. So I've done all of the die cutting. I'll show you what I've done for the die cutting, but this is the card that we're going to make today. And I used a bunch of the celebration stuff on it because I love it, and today's the last day, which makes me sad. So we're going to start with the Sahara Sand cardstock base, and it's a standard lettered, so it's 8.5 by 11, and I've cut it today at 5.5. So I've been doing a lot of cutting it at 11 and 4.25, but today I actually cut it at 8 and 5.5, and then I've scored it at 4.25. And then I actually embossed the front of my card base with the Settles embossing folder. So this one's the older one, which means if you have one of the older ones or fat, I think we have a couple more on clearance of the older ones. You just use, when you make your sandwich, you just use a regular one of your clear plates with it. If you buy the new Settles, it's in the catalog, or you use one of our new 3D style folders, you need the blue plate. This is the blue 3D embossing folder plate, which is pretty awesome to get the best impression. So when you're doing your half, you know, you just stick it in there. So after I've actually cut it and I've scored it, then I use that, make sure that score line is where I want it, and then I just place it in my folder like this, right, and then run it through my machine so that it only gets the first part. And it's okay if it goes a little bit over on this side because the crease is already there. This one actually turned out really nice, which I was happy with. But I just love the extra. It's like giving it a little extra of the texture without having to actually add another layer, especially if you're going to send one. And this card I'm actually going to send in the mail. I'm actually making this for my friend Betty, who's recovering from surgery, and I love these little Meerkats, but I'm going to definitely pop it in the mail, so I want it to not be 1,000 layers. But I still love the way the textured looks, so you can go ahead and do that with your card bases. I also am going to use Petal Pink. Can you guys see that lovely Petal Pink? And for this one I did use the Stone 3D embossing folder, and this one is the one that's a part of I think it's something of hope, right? It is one of the celebration 100 with the $100 order, so it's a level 2, and I feel like I'm blind. It's the Season of Hope. What did I do with the Thing of Hope one? I know it's still available. Oh, right here. I'm totally blind. So it's the Power of Hope, and this one actually comes with this fabulous stamp set and this embossing folder. I absolutely love this embossing folder, and it is a 3D, so you do use your blue plate with it. And look how gorgeous that is. So this is just one of my regular. I'll have all the measurements on my blog when I post it later on today. But I just did it. This one only an 1/8 down, so that it barely is a little bit, right? Because I want to show off our fabulous other piece. So so this is a little bit, it's not as tricky as it looks, but I took a piece of, I cut this at the 4 and the 5 1/4, which is my normal size that I put on a card front. And I ran it through my Big Shot with the sending flower dies, with this really big die right here. That's fabulous. This really big die. Look at how it just cuts like a dream. I cut it out, but I didn't pop it out. And then I put it through but you could tell that it already went through. Like, I looked at it to make sure that it actually cut all the way through. But because I have all these little intricate pieces, it didn't come out right away, which is awesome. Then I actually ran that whole piece, after I die cut it, through with my stone folder so that I gave it some dimension. So now you guys can see. So I didn't pop it out because it is a little delicate. So I just wanted you guys to be able to see, and I didn't do it. So this card that I did here, I actually ran it through afterwards. It was like an afterthought. I included the flowers. So I actually put these cute little flowers on top, and I'm going to show you a trick about that. But I didn't want them to be embossed. I wanted them to stand out more. So this one I wanted to emboss it right after I cut it. Okay, so can you guys see how intricate it is? So you definitely need your paper piercer or your pick a tool. And what I found was the best to do it is start from the bottom right here, and then you can do that right from the bottom to pop the pieces out. But it is really, you have to be really gentle because they are a little delicate. Like I said, I took a chance. So I wanted to show you guys. So I really like this embossing folder, the embossing folder I do like, but I meant the die. But you do have to, there's like a lot of little bitty pieces. And then the piece that comes out here is really big. So you need to make sure you get all the little pieces out so it just falls out. And it does make it a little bit harder to see when you have ran it through the folder. But I really like the way the stone embossing folder looked. So do you see how it's coming out? So there's a lot of little bitty pieces too. So another way to make it easy to get these out is if you have your piercing mat. I know we only use our piercing mat usually for our to add for extra cushion for our photopolymer stamps. But actually, I think it originally was made for this, so that you can paper pierce, right? So it helps you if you need to have like something so you're not poking your finger. That's what that's for. And these have little bitty tiny pieces. So you want to make sure you get them out. And you don't want to poke your fingers too much. This is really good for it. So, see, I'm almost got it out. But don't rush this, because you don't want to accidentally tear one of your flowers. So you want to definitely, because see, they're really, when you emboss it, it does do a little bit for the integrity. I love the way it looks. So you just have to keep track of where your thing is, so that you don't accidentally tear your flowers, which you don't want to do. There we go. See, look how big that piece is, right? And then there's these little ones in the middle. You want to get those out. Okay, and then after you've got that out the way you like it, and look at this one, I tore it a little bit. So I'm just going to use my paper snips. There we go. Clean that up just a little bit. Muy bien. Okay. Oops, look there. That's why it tore. I didn't get these pieces out. I have to get them all out. There's so many. Okay, then if you guys see that there's this really fun piece around the edges. So then you're going to turn it over and use your Pick-a tool and just gently push them forward. So you're just gently pushing it forward because this will give it like some fun dimension. You don't have to. It just looks cut, but I like the dimension because I'm not going to put dimension rules on this one. I know, right? Do. Just push them through. Just be soft. And go all the way around. Yay! I'm almost done. It takes forever. It is a really cute set though, and this is one that you can order. Today is the last day to order it. Okay, so and again, when I cut it, you can see that it's really close on each side. So I made sure I had it set. You can use washi tape or a post-it note to make sure your die stays where you want it centered. There you go, just like that. Muy bien. Okay, so let's move this out of the way. Okay, so then we're just gonna build. I'm gonna build this first. Okay, so on my embossed, I'm just gonna take my glue. And isn't that pretty? It's cool on both sides. And you can do either side you want for the stone. This is really cool looking. Super cool. Okay, so at an 1/8 it is harder. If you the reason why I did the 1/8 is because I wanted to show, and the this is so wide, so I couldn't really go down to a 1/4. Okay, so on this one, so I'm not going to add any glue to the bottom of these leaves because I'm going to tuck my Meerkats in, but I am going to put glue on the backs of the flowers. Okay, so I'm going to put some glue here because I'm just going to glue this down. If you were going to do a shaker card, you would put a piece of the acetate here, window sheet, probably, and then build it up with the foam. So I'm not going to put any glue where the little things are poked out, but I am going to add some glue to my flowers because I want them to sit down, because I don't want it to get caught on when you're putting it in the envelope. But I am going to refrain from putting it on my leaves because I am going to tuck my little Meerkats in. So see how I just put that on there? And then I'm going to turn it over. And get it on there. And the glue does give it a little bit of room. And make sure you put it on where you want it first. And then you can just gently tap your flowers down so that they go, oops, where you want them to go. Just like that. Muy bien. Awesome, awesome. Okay. Love, love, love. Okay, let me put this away. Okay, so I'm letting that dry. All that beautiful glue. I'm going to then do my Meerkats. So we need some Whisper White cardstock. What did I do with my Whisper White extra cardstock? So I just had some scrap because I'm going to cut these out. So I'm actually using Memento Black, and I love little Meerkats. And today is the last day you guys can get them. They're so cute. Aren't they super cute? So I'm going to make the little guy, little standing one. Just make sure he's nice. And I'm going to fussy cut these guys out. So, oops. And then I'm going to do the little guy with his head poking out. He's so cute. Just like that. Muy bien. Okay, and then I'm going to close it off. So I'm using Sahara Sand as my color today. So I don't have, we don't have Sahara Sand in our Stampin' Blends, but we do have it with the Stampin' Right marker. So I'm going to use that to color him. But first I'm going to add a little dark petal pink to their cheeks. So I'm just going to add just a tiny bit to their cheeks, just like that. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. Super cute, just like that. And then I was going to get, I'm going to try it and see. I didn't do it on the other ones. I'm going to use the tip for this and just add a little bit of blue to their eyes. I forgot. I got it out to do it and then didn't do it. And then I'm going to use my Sahara Sand marker. You can also use your aqua painter and do the ink on your you know, from the back of your, either with a refill on a clear block, or you can do the squishy method onto the lid of your stamping case, your stamping pad. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. I love these guys. They're so cute. Okay, these guys' little hands. And I'm not gonna really worry about the ground because I'm not going to I'm going to fussy cut him out. So cute, so cute. I love these little Meerkats. I'm going to miss these little Meerkats. They're so adorable. They're totes adorbs. Although I will still keep them in my stash because I'm like that. Okay, so then we're going to, I'm going to do the pool party thing. So I'm sure you guys have seen me and some others have used the light pool party, and I'm just going to go around the edges of my guys. It kind of makes them pop a little bit. It's super cute. So I'm just going around the edges, and I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to fussy cut them out. So you don't have to worry about it being too even all the way around. But he's so cute. These Meerkats are so totes adorbs. So totes adorbs. There we go. Super cute. Okay. And then I'm going to fussy cut them out. So when you fussy cut, so I find that it's easier if I make it smaller to begin with. And if you don't have glue on your scissors, helps. And then you're going to move your paper. Yeah, move your paper. Keep your scissors pretty still. Yep. To fussy cut, because unfortunately we do not have dies for these guys. I actually like to fussy cut. These guys are so cute. So anyway, I hope everyone is doing okay at home and are safe, not going too stir crazy. We have all of the streaming services, so plus they have school from home, which is a new challenge for my junior and my my son Matt, who is, he's the one that we went to his doctor's appointment yesterday, and he went to see the neurologist and physical therapist, and yeah, they put him on, he is going to use this new app that the Olympians use to test his heart rate with his finger, and the stuff that they have on your phone is so amazing. It's so amazing now. And that helps him to find out if he's going to have to learn how his body does with how his nervous system is working with his heart rate, because it was not good. So he's going to have to learn how to do that. Hopefully that'll help him do a little bit better. It's so hard when you're 21 and have fibromyalgia. So you want to do so much stuff and think you can do so much stuff, and you really can't. So hopefully this will help him. Look how cute he is. So adorable. So cute. But anyway. But it is weird that no one goes out. We don't shop anymore. Really, we just are going in quickly to make sure we can get what we can get. You have to really be good about knowing what you want to. Luckily, it's been pretty good here. I mean, toilet paper is hard to find, but we haven't run out of milk or eggs yet, which is awesome. Isn't he cute? Oh my gosh, he's so cute. Okay, so then we're going to do two things. So also, one of the reasons it's great to be the demo and not before you use your stuff. I was like, oh, I want to add color to these, to my flowers. So I was like, oh, I'll just, you know, cut it out twice so I can get these, and then I'll fussy cut out the flowers. Oh my goodness. That's what you get for not looking at your dies close enough, right? So I had it over like this. These were like this. I didn't even think about it when I had this in my die container. I'm on my little sheet here. These are those flowers. So you don't need to do that and waste all that extra cardstock. You can just do them like this. And then there you go. You've got extra flowers. I know. I'm like, I felt so silly afterwards. I'm like, oh my goodness. It was so easy, and I made it harder on myself. Okay. So let's go ahead and add our little guys into our, onto our front. So I'm going to add some glue. Just be careful when you're adding them in with the glue. You don't get glue everywhere. Luckily we have that fun eraser, but whenever it's, things are tight. Let's see, I wanted it to go into this one. And bend him just a little bit. Go underneath this other one. You gotta hold your tongue just right. I did not glue those down. There we go. Look how cute he is. Oh my goodness. He's so cute. And then here's the other one. And I want him to be kind of over here. Now he is not as bad because I'm going to kind of cover him mostly with the, there he goes. Super cute. Super cute. Okay, so I'm not going to push him down because I notice now I have this flower behind him. So let me get my flower out that I want. Okay. And because I guess you should put your flowers on before you put your Meerkats in. I'm going to put some glitter on him. So this is Winkastella. So I'm just winking the front of this flower because I want to put it behind my Meerkat before I glue him down. So I'm just adding a little bit. You could probably use glue dots too, but before I stick them down, I want to put my my flower in there. There we go. So that he's behind him, just like that. Oop, I got a piece of the. See how cute that is, and see how, because I did the little oops, I threw my card around. I did that, and look, I missed a piece. Let's see if I can get it right here. Yep, I did. Muy bien. Let's pull that out. Just like that. Oh, very nice. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and add up all the other flowers. So I'm going to leave them in here. I didn't flush them out, but so it just makes it easier for me to add Winkastella. So I'm adding Winkastella to the whole front of the flower. And I'm just going to use the blue ones in these flowers, and the little, and then the tulipy ones I'm going to use in the petal pink. So what I do with my pick a tool, I turn it over and add just a little glue. I actually had my fine tip glue I was going to use, and then I was pulling out the pen in my fine tip glue and pulled it. It had like a stick pin with a pearl on the end. I pulled the pearl right off. So my husband's going to have to get out the tweeze, what is it called? The pliers, and he's going to have to free it because I've totally made a mess with it. Okay. I've stuck it in the bottle and I can't get it out. So I'm just going to add some glue. These are so cute. These little flowers. Just add them to. How cute is that? OMG! Okay, where's my other? Okay, so I did a couple of strips of them because you need 6 of them. Here's my other flower. That one's big. Oh, did I put the wrong one on? Oh, I think I did. Can I get that one off? No, that's fine. I think I actually put the wrong one on that one. There's a huge one that I think was supposed to go on that one, which I totally didn't do in the right way. But that's okay. You can't really tell, because I didn't notice until I realized I have a big one left. Not the right size. So what I had done for this other card here is I actually just cut them from the other piece that I made and trimmed them up and then glued them on, because I wasted a lot of, I did waste a lot of cardstock because I was silly, but that's what happens sometimes when you're silly and don't look at your dies all the way. I didn't even think about it. I was like, ooh, that'll work pretty. So I'll make this one over here a big one. I think it was Patty Bennett. I think I watched one where she actually cut out flowers from one of the papers. I think it was like the one with the poppies, and added them to this, and it looks so pretty. So you don't have to keep to the flowers that they have. I'm going to add rhinestones. There we go. Super cute. Oops. Oh, look, here's another one behind his head I need. But definitely add the sparkle. So you can do this before you add your Meerkats. I'm just so excited about my Meerkats. I love the Meerkats. They're so cute. Because you have them, you have to tuck it down underneath them. You definitely want to make sure you put your Swing Castella on before you add your Meerkats, if you're going to put them on first, or on the paper here before you actually add them, so you don't actually get extra glitter all over everything. Although glitter is always awesome. I don't know what extra glitter is. Glitter is fantabulous. Here we go. Look at, oh, looks so cute, right? Super fabulous, super fabulous. Oh, hi, Lori. And Kavita, I think that's your name. Hi, thanks for joining. I don't have my new setup yet, so it's much harder for me to read comments on my phone. But I'm hoping to have that fixed. Although right now it would be scary for you guys to see my face, because I last Thursday went out into the wind and got the wind hit my eye just right to break a blood vessel, so it looks like a horror show. I have one eye that's got like the red. My friend came over, she brought me, she sews. I don't sew. My daughter sews, but I don't sew. She made me a cute little mask and to wear when I go out, and she's like, oh my gosh, what happened to your eye? And I had totally forgotten. I don't even know what the doctors thought yesterday, because I totally forgot that I have one eye that's like totally bloodshot. Because I went to my doctor, she laughed at me when I was like freaked out. She's like, it's fine. She did give me some little white antibacterial antibiotics to put in it so that I don't get infected, but it looks like a horror show. Way worse than it really is. So now I've just, instead of doing it inside the little things, I've actually popped them out and then add the Wink of Stella. And then just adding them to, oh, they're so cute, to my cute little card. I love these. This is so cute. And I love Pretty Pink. These are actually for my team this month. I'm finally getting my team color challenge done, and it was Petal Pink, and the this is the Seaside Spray is the blue that I was using. I don't even know if I mentioned that. The Seaside Spray blue, and then Petal Pink and Sahara Sand. Those are pretty. Isn't that cute? Oh, love, love, love. So cute, right? Okay, so then we need, let's put this away. Now that I've gotten like little pieces everywhere. We need the Thinking of You. So I went ahead and so I want to show you guys something I do with my Thinking of You. So I love my peaceful moments the Peaceful Moment stamp set. So I love the Thinking of You, and it says Thinking of You with all my heart, which is super totes adorbs, but I totally want the Thinking of You. So what I've done is I actually cut it. I know, isn't that scary? So when you cut your stamps, I know that several people have done things. So look, so you cut them, you don't. Now I don't know if you've noticed on mine that I always trim my edges up on my stamps so that the edges are rounded on the edge, because I don't like it when you rock it and you get the little line. But you have to refrain from doing that when you cut your stamp. So I actually cut them apart, but because I don't round the edges, they're still perfect. Look at that. They'll fit right back in, and so that way if I want to do the full image, I can, or I can do it separate. And so how I did that is if you gently, so I already put the sticker on the back, you gently pull it, bend it in half, and then you can cut with your scissors, super sharp scissors. But you need to gently pull it apart a little bit so that you can get into those places. And then you have to, if you're like me and that likes to trim it down, don't trim them down, so that way you can put them back together exactly so that you can use them. So that's what I did with my Thinking of You, because I love the Thinking of You, but I don't really want to, I like the Thinking of You as it being a long piece and not with all my heart, although with all my heart it's super cute too. But okay, so then I'm going to put this on my block, and then I just cut I'll have the measurements on my website or on the blog. I'm really terrible with measurements, and oh my gosh, you guys, we had with that the Ornate Garden, I have this fabulous PDF that you guys are going to be able to get your hands on. It's so awesome. But I had to do a card in metric, which, you know, for somebody who's definitely as challenged as I am with that stuff, it was really, oh, I smeared it a little bit, so let me do it on this side. So that's one of the reasons why I made this long, is because I knew it was going to take me a couple tries. Ugh, I don't like it at all. Because usually I cut it just out. Let's see. I like to stamp it. Ooh, that one turned out good. I like to stamp it and then cut it out, but I was trying to be good for today. So if you guys see when I cut this, there's kind of like a little edge, and that's where you use your you can use your bone folder to kind of smooth that edge out. And then I'm going to take my paper snips. I'm just going to snip it out. Now it's okay that I've turned it over. You won't be able to see it. If you are going to stamp with your blends, if you're going to color with your blends on the image, then you definitely don't want to do it on both sides because it will bleed through. But because I'm not going to do that, it'll be fine. But I am going to use my blends, just not on that. So I'm going to use my dark petal pink, and I'm just going to go over the edge just to give it a little definition. But see how I did it with my, I'll have the about measurements on my website, on the blog when I'm done. But what I usually do is just stamp it on Whisper White and then snip it out with my snips. And I actually did the same thing. So I'm going to make a piece of background for it. And I've actually ran this piece of Seaside Spray with the soft settles. And what I do is I just set it down onto here. Now, I will have the measurements so that you could cut it so you won't have to eye it. But I just like to eye it and snip it so that I get as much or as little of a border as I want. And then it just seemed like this side, there we go, just like that. So now, and this has been through the Soften Settle, so you can always cut it first and then put it through if you want, but I just cut it and did it like that. It does, sometimes some of the embossing folders will distort your paper just a little bit, stretch it just a little bit. So if that's a thing that you don't want, you want to make sure. So like I said, I'm going to send this in the mail, so I don't want it to be too far sticking up. So I'm just going to glue it down. So I'm just going to put some glue on this, put my glue on here, just like that. Oh, so cute. And then I'm going to add glue to the back. And, oops, I touched it and moved it. That's the fun thing with glue, is it moves. But if you're trying to be too quick, you can move it too much. Okay, so I want to put that. How do I want it to go? I put my guide too high up. That's all right. I don't want it to be sideways. Do I want it to be like that? There's a little hand picking out. So in this one, I guess I had him lower on the edge. I didn't think I had him lower, but I guess I did, because look, it doesn't really fit. Well, I guess it does. I don't know what I'm thinking. So, oops. Oh, I have glue on my finger. It's stuck to my finger. There we go. And then I'm going to make a bow, and I use the metallic. I love this ribbon. I hope it comes back in stock soon. The Petal Pink with the champagne edge. That's in the Paris suite. I hope you guys got some. And it should be available soon too. Hopefully it won't be. I mean, it might actually be available now. I'm not sure. It might be on back order. I can't remember. We do have a lot of things on back order because of this lovely pandemic. So there we go. But they will be coming back in, man. Okay, so let's see. Let's cut it small. Oops, that was way too long. There we go. So I did making it a little small, and I'm going to put it just down there, just like that. So on this one, I did it better centered, as you can see, right? Because I had my little guy a little lower. And this one I didn't, because it's just where they happen to be. I'm just going to put that right there. So luckily, you know, every card's a little different. Which is why it's handmade with love. Everyone is just a tiny bit different, but it's still super sweet. How cute is that? OMG, right? So cute. Okay, so then we have to finish it with the rhinestones. And I love these rhinestones. They're super cute, pretty. And so we're going to put them in the center. See where the centers are gone? I'm going to put that. So put the big ones on the big flowers. Here, and then stick it there. Do the little ones. Are these cute? Oh my goodness. I just love the champagne with the pink. The petal pink. Oop, I need my tip. What did I do with my tip? Screws on. There we go. Get that up. Muy bien. What do you guys think? Super cute. Toads adorbs. Oh, so cute, so cute. So then we're going to, I cut a piece of Whisper White, and again, my insides are a little bit smaller. It's 5 1/8 by 3 7/8 that I like to put in there. But let's stamp it. Again, I'm going to use a Thinking of You, although I like to stamp my back too. So let me do the back. Oh, you know what? Ooh. Look at that. You can almost see the dot on this one. I didn't see that before. So let me pull another. Ooh. Like that. Because the way I have him, so he's not completely tucked in. There we go. I've added another gem. There we go. Perfect, perfect. Okay. So then let's add, we need the black, the Memento Black. Get our Thinking of You nice. So yeah, so I'm one that really loves my stamps. I want it to be super nice, and then I'm going to use my this guy and add him to the bottom. But you can, they are yours, and you want to be able to use them the way you want. Now, if cutting them makes you too, like that's just out off the rocker, you can use your Stampin' Right markers. So these markers, you can use those to color on your stamps. You can't use your blends because they're alcohol markers. You'll just color your, if you use the blends on your rubber stamps or your photopolymer, you'll just color them. You won't actually, it won't transfer the ink, right? You need to use your Stampin' Right markers, and that's the same kind of ink that's actually in our stamp pads, which is why that works. Oh, so cute. So cute. Okay, like that. And then I'm going to do the same thing that I colored them with before. So I'm going to add some blue to his eyes and the dark pink to his cheeks. And then this is, of course, this is the Sahara Sand marker. Just lightly do kind of a light touch, adding some color to his little body. So cute. Oh my gosh, they're so cute, right? So super cute. And I'll do the same thing on the back. So because I'm going to put the white in, I can go ahead and use my blends. If you weren't going to put an inside piece, you wouldn't want to use your blends on the back because it will bleed through. Not always, but most of the time. It's rule of thumb, it will bleed through. So you want to make sure you don't. So I don't know. I don't think he really needs to be colored. Once I added the little blue to his eyes and the little pink to his cheeks, he looks pretty cute. I don't think he needs any color. This guy needs a color. So, and then we're just going to add this to the back. See how it bled through a little bit? That's why you always need to make sure you protect your surface when you're using your blends with a scrap piece. And then if you want to only do it to layers, if you're layering it, don't go like crazy with the glue. My goodness. Want a little nuts there with the glue. There we go. Muy bien. And like I said, I made this for my friend Betty. I'll get this in the mail. Luckily our mail is still going. It's fabulous. And sometimes if your card, if you're in the United States, you need the 70 cents, which is those pretty butterflies. If your card is really bumpy, if it needs the hand canceled. Not always though. Sometimes you can, this one will probably be thin and light enough that I can actually get it in the regular mail. Isn't that pretty? Oh, it's so cute. These Meerkats are so cute. Love, love, love. And it's not, the profile is not too much. So even though I think that this is really perfect for and made to use for shaker cards, I did without the shaker card. So it's a really great, and like I said, you can still get this today. Till the end of the day, you can get this. And only then. And they'll be gone forever, which makes me sad. But isn't that pretty? It's super cute. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's Thinking of You card with the Meerkats. And remember, you can still get the Meerkats with a $50 order. It's a level 1 in my online store. You can use this code. This code will be good until about 6. Then I'll probably be closing out the code and the April code. But you can still order the Sale-A-Bration stuff until, I think it's like 11:59 Mountain Standard Time. I think is when Stampin' Up, because of that, Stampin' Up is Mountain Standard Time. So I think it's till then, but I wouldn't wait. It wouldn't go past 10. But you can just use the April host code if it's up. If the March one has already gone down, you can totally use that one, the April, to order, and you can still get your Sale-A-Bration free items, or the coordination items, which is what this one is. And so if you can see the difference, these are the plain cardstock, where I haven't run it through the embossing folder, but these ones went through the embossing folder. So if you want the embossing folder look, before I, of course, added the rhinestones or my Meerkats, I actually ran this whole piece through, after I added the flowers, then I ran the whole piece through with the stone. And this time, this one, I did just the Sahara Sand in with the stone embossing folder, and then just added these. And of course you could have run your cardstock through a stone or any other kind of embossing folder, but I kind of wanted it to be plain so that you can then, and just added the pretty sparkle. I do love Stella. So those are the differences of those two, but it's so pretty. And the flowers, I love Meerkats. They're so super cute. So like I said, you can still get those in my online store. You can still get the peaceful moments. Don't forget, you guys can cut them up if you want. Just be careful. And celebration, and of course it is also the last day to get the special super cute joining special of this super cute the mini cutter, which is really totes adorbs. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will be checking on later on this week with some really fun things about the ornate garden suite that's coming up that starts tomorrow, and starting something new since we're all at home. Or most of us are still stuck at home, so we can do some more crafting together. And I'll be posting what you might need, so maybe we can craft together, and I'll have a different setup so I can see the comments and say hi to you guys and respond. So hopefully I'll get that all done this week. So until then, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and happy crafting. Bye.